thank you everyone for joining. This is a wonderful day, and today is a hot topic. That's Instagram. And I have a big question before we start. Why some people get leads and do the sales through Instagram and some others they don't? So before we go further, let me go through my daily routine. So this is the topic for today, Instagram, a game changer for realtors. Now, just remember, next week, we're going to have another session. I'm going to focus on AI very much. So there are a lot of things to cover for next week. Please join or invite any friends that are in real estate to join us as well. Role play every Monday at 9 o'clock. Whether you are there or not, I will be there and I do my own role play. That's the way you sharpen your skill. Mastermind is every Thursday at the same time. And thank you everyone for joining. The fact that you are here means you want to learn and make yourself separate from the other crowd that are sitting and just drink coffee. I have my water here. It's not coffee, but okay. So as I always say, there are huge resources of training. If you go to my YouTube recording from last week's different topics, many of them are AI or technology or anything related to that. There's also resources of on my YouTube on real estate investment, and go and enjoy it. There's a lot of things to learn there. Today's reflection, every Thursday, I have my own today's reflection that I'm going to come up with. Now, looking at any successful real estate agents, they are making tons of money. And we always say, this guy is just, look, he's just putting the this for sale signs on any yard and they are successful. And then what we looking at them is just, they're active, they sell, they lease, they have buyers, they close deals, and they make over $1 million a year. How successful they are. One we forgot to say is, this is the view from top. They are going through their own challenges as well. They have to do different strategies. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it works. So what we see from outside is a straight line to success. What we see in details is they are going through their own challenges as well. And there is no path to success without challenges. If you want to conquer the mountain, you have to start from bottom. And there is no elevator that would take you from bottom to top. You have to go through the challenges. Every single steps you go up, there is a challenge for water. You get thirsty. There are beasts around you, but animals might attack you. You may fall down, you bruise yourself, you have to stand up, and you have to continue. So that's real estate career. Welcome. So what I'm trying to say, be strong or be stronger. If you stay on the flat line, you would never go on the top of the mountain. So, but you can do it. We all have 24 hours a day, and it depends on what you do with your 24 hours. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to ask our special guest today, Liz Brown. Liz, are you going to share a screen with me, or you just want to?
I am. I'm going to share a screen with you if you want to give me that capability.
Yes, absolutely. Let me see. Okay, you should be okay now.
Okay. Let me get back to you. All right. You want? Is it my turn? Am I good?
I don't see you.
I did not share my screen yet. I'm not ready for that.
Okay.
I'm not ready for that. I have to tell people who I am and what we're going to learn about today, all that good stuff. Ashton and I are friends. We meet every morning for an accountability call. That's how we know each other. Ashton's in Canada and I'm in Richmond, Virginia. I sell real estate here, but I also coach real estate agents and lenders and business owners how to be better on social media. So let's, first things first, I would like you guys, can they write things in the chat? Can I see their screens? Can they write things in the chat?
Absolutely.
Okay, so if you guys want to write in the chat your Instagram handle so you can all start following each other. If you have a TikTok handle, you want to put your TikTok handle in the chat, put that in there so we can all start to follow each other, because this is any chance you get in the world. So say you're out there and you're at dinner with someone, or you're meeting a new client, or wherever it is. I don't use business cards anymore. I grab their phone and I help them find me on social media. Because if you want to know me as a human being, you're going to want to follow me on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and all that good stuff, right? So David put his handle in the chat. If you guys want to as well, that'd be great. I will also type mine in the chat. Liz Brown, Realtor Daily. I've had it for, I don't know, since the beginning of time. And I'll also show you what it looks like here. Tell me when you can see my screen. Well, there it is. Okay. So this is how you can find me all over the internet. And I want you to find each other. I don't want you to just find me. I want you to find each other. So go ahead and share your handles in the chat. It's how you get to know each other. Why would you want to know another real estate agent in this world? Let me tell you a little story.
Liz,
So
I don't see your screen, by the way.
Want me to try again?
Yes, please.
Okay. Can you unshare your screen and then I can share mine? There you go. There you go. We're cooking with gas here this morning. I love it. There they are. They're putting their stuff in there. Okay, hold on. It's loading. Tell me if you can see it now. Wait for it. Someone give me a thumbs up. Someone give me a nod.
Good.
Yes? No?
Yes.
Okay, you can see it. Good. So Liz Brown, Realtor Daily. You can find me on the Instagram. You can find me in the TikTok. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on whatever it is, right? So go ahead, find me and follow me, of course. Why am I telling you to do something in this world? Because that's what you have to do on social media so people know what to do. All day long, we are drifting through life unless you have a definite purpose, and then you're not. But on social media, most people are just scrolling, and unless you engage them really fast and tell them something they want to know, make them laugh, entertain them, whatever it happens to be, they're not going to continue to follow you. So why I want you to know each other as real estate agents is I want you to think of the long-term referrals. So let me paint a little story for you. 2 days ago, I got a text message when I was driving, wherever I was driving, and it said, "Hey, Liz, we talked a couple months ago about a possible referral. Turns out they're actually moving to Richmond, Virginia. Would you reach out to them for me?" Yes. So this agent found me on TikTok. We're in the same brokerage, but that doesn't matter. So she found me on TikTok, knew I lived in Richmond. Her best friend's daughter, who lives across the country from me in California, was moving to Richmond, Virginia. So she put all those points together, because as a real estate agent, we get referral fees. I think that's the same in Canada. I could be wrong, but I think it's the same. Okay, good. It's the same. So she wanted a referral fee from her best friend's daughter since she's moving. And so she linked us up, and she found me on TikTok. She followed me on Instagram, and she stayed in contact with me because she sees me every day in the video. She sees me every day in my stories. And so we're now linked up and we can make money. Another example of why it's important for everyone to see you every day on the Instagram is I have a good friend. She and I are in another business together. It's called Amari. It's like, lotions and powders or whatever it is. And she sees me every day on Instagram, teaching people how to do videos. So when her husband needed an agent in Clemson, South Carolina, she reached out to me and said, Hey, Liz, who do you know down there? And so I know McCallie, because I know McCallie from TikTok, who came to one of my video challenges. And I reached out to McCallie and I was like, hey, can you help me? She said, yeah, I can help you with this. Great. So I got another referral from the social media. So that's 2 in a week. I had 2 more this week from social media. That's 4. The one lead that I'm working on getting, I'm going to talk to her right after this call, has 4 properties. And one of the properties is a $700,000 house. All from social media, right? So how long does it take you to get there? That's the issue, is that if you haven't started yet, your brain is like, this is going to take too long. Well, it is going to take time, but so does cold calling. So does door knocking. So does doing open houses. I like to do it this way. I would rather make a video every day for the rest of my life than door knock. Then go to an open house. It's my way of doing it, right? It doesn't have to be your way, but could you kind of, I don't know, maybe not be obsessed with it, but like start to walk down the road? Yes, you could. Okay, I heard that. The voice in your head. You're not the perfect size 6 real estate agent with perfect teeth. Well, I'm not either. I do have perfect teeth though. Braces 2 times, people, okay? I work for this. Any hoodles, that little voice in your head was like, you're not perfect, you can't make the videos, you might as well not. God, Cheryl, shut up. Here's how you get over it. You just do it anyways, over and over and over again. Until finally one day it works and you're like, see, Cheryl, I don't have to be a size 6. And neither do you. Oh yeah, are you joining us for film school? Film school, Wednesday, new small group coaching. Come on, we'll make a video already. So that's who I am on video, right? So in that video, I'm helping agents get over themselves long enough to make a video every day, right? I'm also selling you something at the end of that video. I coach film school every week, and so I'm inviting people to come join me. So there's a little selling, there's a little entertaining. It's all in one little video, less than a minute.
You could bet that, never gotta
You
sweat
be a
that.
charge, be a rubber band, you be a match, I'll be a fuse. Boom.
That video was 7 seconds long. Okay, what do we learn from there? I'm just teaching you how to do the video thing online. Okay, cool, I love it. Right, so how to Instagram. Hey, Zara, will you mute your phone, please? Zara? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. How to Instagram. Let me see little hands. Let me see your faces. Let me see it in the chat. How many of you already have Instagram accounts? And tell me what is the hardest thing about it for you. So in the chatty chat, I want to know what's hard about it. Do you already have one set up? Is it working for you? Like, you know, what are we working with here? Because it's going in any direction that you want. Zara, of course you do, Zara. I knew you had an Instagram account. I knew that from you. She said creating content, especially video. Okay, first things first, follow me. I have all kinds of stuff. This is my Instagram page. If you go to this little place that says Linktree right there, I hope it's working. Yesterday it wasn't working for whatever reason. Anyways, have a little link in bio, right? And in my link in my bio, there's all kinds of free stuff that will help you make better videos. So go there and click it and do all the things, but I'm here to help you as your video coach to get better on video. Okay. So Zara says creating content, especially video. Zara, is it the consistency? Is it the ideas? Is it the, I don't think I'm smart enough? Is it that I don't really like how long it takes? Is it that I don't think it's ever going to work? Like it could be all of those things, right? Right. Okay.
Is there? Nope.
All done?
Yep.
Okay, let's see the basket.
I got my favorite bunny chocolate.
Ooh, let's see it. I love that for you. That's real good. What do we got next?
Okay, wait.
What in the world was that nonsense? Why are we looking at you egg hunting, Liz? Well, this is an example of what I would put on my story, right? So as a real estate agent, what makes you different from the next real estate agent someone is going to want to work with? So what makes Brandy different from Liz? What makes Ashton different from whoever else shows up at the listing to interview for the listing? Well, if they've been following me on Instagram for the last year, they know my family, they know my faith, they know who I am as a human being. And so they are more likely to easily work with me because they have a connection with me. They know me, they like me, they want to be around me. Yes, this is my trash bag. What are we doing here? Another example of something I put on my story. I don't always have to talk on my story. I don't have to video on my story. Sometimes I just post something and I write you something because sometimes I want to slow you down on my story and I want you to like read what's on the screen, tell you a little story, tell me what's in your mind. Who has ever written a post and it takes you longer to write the caption than it does anything else? Yeah, captions. They're a bear. I'm like immediately no with captions, right? What I also know is that I'm coaching with someone, her name is GoGo, and she uses Instagram to do all of her business. And her advice to me the other day was, Liz, whatever is in your brain is already good enough. It's already good enough. So because I was asking her, like, how do you write your captions and how do you know what to write and what's good and what's bad and blah, 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 right? She said, Liz, what's already in your head is good enough and write that on the screen and move on. You would not have had that idea or that thought or whatever's in your brain if it wasn't already good enough. So just write it on the screen. Don't get slowed down by it.
Nothing like I've ever seen. It's just a thing of beauty.
Oh, So I'm telling you what to do. I'm also giving you a little bit, if I rewind this just a touch, this part right here.
Beauty.
How to make video work for you. Make so many they cannot not see you, right? So how many is that? I don't know. It depends. Maybe where you are, no one else is doing it, so it's easier for you to get noticed. The reason I got big on TikTok was I started before you did, when there weren't as many people there. So now it's a little bit more crowded and it's a little bit harder to get yourself noticed, but there is still a way.
Here's what I'm posting next week on social media. You should do the same. I'm a social media manager and I own a boutique firm, and we create all our clients' content in advance. But every Friday, I double check what next week is going to look like and balance a few elements in their feed. We schedule all our clients' content using Later. I've tried all the social media schedulers, and Later is the queen. You can fight me on it. First things first, we're not in a sally phase right now. For all of my clients, we're always gently selling, but we're only like hard selling in a predetermined time of the year, time of the month, etc. It's different for everybody. So I want to make sure that next week has at least one post that gently sells whatever we sell. Check. Did you hear the news? Video is hot right now, even if you're not making reels. Any sort of MP4 video post is really popping off, so we're gonna make sure she has at least one of those. Check. If you followed me for a minute, you know I'm all about giving away that value. And if you haven't followed me, just follow me. That had kombucha in it, by the way, not wine. So I'm gonna make sure she has at least one post that's a swipey post, because engagement, that gives away a ton of value. Also, in an ideal world, I want at least one post next week where we're going to see her beautiful face. Everyone's strategy is different, which means everyone's weekly content is going to be different. But if you can include these things in your Instagram next week, I bet you're going to see some results.
Okay, so let's go over what it is. Go ahead and take a screenshot of this. Something that sells, you sell houses, right? Or you're a lender. So you want something that sells what you sell. Okay, you sell houses, make a house post. Then something that's packed with value. What would someone need that's not buying or selling a house right now? Maybe some home maintenance, maybe something for the fall, maybe a local event. Then you need a video of some sort. I'd recommend a reel. Then you need to show your face. So take a picture of yourself and put it on the gram. I know, that's easy peasy.
You've seen them. Cool reels where people are like, boom, 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 right to the beat of the music. You're thinking, how do they make this so cool? They're using something called a template. Let me show you how to use a template. Step number 1, scroll through reels until you see a video that shows something like this in the little corner. Once you see a video that has a template, click the template. It will take you to another screen that looks just like this, and then you can add your own little videos or photos to the template because it's all set up for you. Now, once you add your videos to the template, you hit next, and then it'll show you what the template's going to look like, and you can edit it if you'd like to from there. Know that the template is very precise with the beat of the music, so if you make any adjustments, it might not be as cool. Then you go to this screen where you can edit the captions and hashtags. That is how you make a template on Instagram.
That is how you make a template. Has anyone ever done a template? They're so easy. They're amazing for Fred has made a template. I love that for him. Love that, Fred. A template is the easiest way to make a reel, in my opinion. You go to a house, you take little clips of the house. So like 3 seconds, 5 seconds, little tiny clips. You upload the beautiful house, you put it in a template, and that is easy peasy content, like the easiest content. So let's look at your own feed. If I were to go look at your feed, what would I see on it? Would I know that you sell houses? Sometimes you get so caught up in the I don't know what to post that your feed, which is this part, is just like, what is this human being doing, right? Especially if you do more than one thing in this world. So I'm a video coach. I attract agents. I sell real estate. So I do all these things. And so if you're looking at my feed, you can see that I do this 5-day challenge thing for teaching video. You can see a bazillion videos because I do at least 3 to 4 a day. So video is what you're going to see on my feed. And then occasionally I also do a static post, or what's called a carousel, which means you have more than one photo on there so you could see them. And then these little, they look like trends, or they look like, or threads, not trends. They look like threads, or they look like tweets. I do those sometimes. See how this one has more than one photo here at the very end? That's what we call a carousel. So there's lots of pieces. And my brain, for instance, loves video. That's all I want to do every day is make videos. But I also know that some of the people that are consuming my content don't watch my reels. They actually just read my static post. Static post meaning there's no video involved, just a photo, just words underneath it. So I know that both of them convert. So I really am working hard on making sure I do both kinds. All right, are you ready to engage for just a brief moment? We have about 8 minutes left, so I want you to engage just for a second. I want you to get your own phone out, or your own Instagram, or your own TikTok, or wherever you like to create content, and I want you to answer these questions. If I were to go look up Fred or Zara or Brandy, if I were to go look you up on the internet, what would I be able to know who you are, where you are, how to reach you? And would it be easy to reach you? So I don't want a treasure hunt to find your information. I want you to put your phone number there. Oh my gosh, they might call me. Yeah, it's the whole point. It's actually the whole point for someone to call you. And now it's crazy. They might actually call me. How much spam do I get in my life? Well, I'm on the internet all day long, every day, and I probably get, I don't know, 5 calls a day, but your phone is smart, right? Your phone knows when it's spam, and so it filters them out. What happens if I, answer a phone call and it's spam? Nothing. I hang up. The end, right? So there's no danger here in putting your phone number where people can actually find it. So how did we do? Put it in the chat for me and let me know, how did you do? Did you need to change anything? Is your face the same on all of the platforms? Is your phone number the same on all the platforms? If you can add a link, did you add a link so they can easily reach you? So let's look at it. I sell real estate in Richmond and Charlottesville. I help people with video, and I help you move from where you are to where you want to be. And then there's my link. That's how you find me. When you go to this link tree, it takes you right. The first thing on my link tree is my phone number. So it's 1 click away is my phone number. And then the next click down is my website that goes right into my KV Core, which is my CRM. So then 1 click, 2 clicks, they can write me a note. I get it right to my phone. It has to be that easy. Because the person that was the investor, she went to my link tree, she went to the ask a question, she wrote the question, it came to my phone, I responded in 2 minutes or less. So what about if I didn't have a link? What about if she couldn't find my phone number? Where would those deals have gone? Somewhere else, my friend. You better believe I'm gonna scoop them up, because I'm selling houses just like you. The next little thing we're going to talk about, did we all get a chance to update our little things? I see that you're working on it. You're working on updating things. Who are you talking to, and whom are you attracting, and who are you helping? This is probably the most important thing that people miss when they're posting things on Instagram and TikTok, is they think real estate speak, meaning they post things like this. They post things like things you need to do to sell your house. You need to market it with vigor, you need to declutter, and you need to I don't know, price it aggressively or whatever, right? So none of that means anything to a normal human being. I need you to think about what a normal human being who sells their house every 5 to 10 to 7 years, what does that human being need to know about selling a house right now? Because if you want a seller, you need to talk to a seller. So yesterday, I'm in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking about selling my own house, right? So what am I doing today to get my house ready? So yesterday I had someone from Anderson Window come over to my house, and she gave me a quote for windows, and I died. I was like, are you kidding me? This is how much windows cost? So what should my content be today? As a homeowner, I was appalled at the cost of new windows and doors. Appalled. Like, I should not have to finance this nonsense, all right? Like, I'm not buying a car, I'm buying windows. So see how I have like some energy about this? What does that have to do with selling houses, Liz? Well, who else has gotten a quote from Anderson Windows and fell out of their chair? It's not their fault. They're like the Cadillac of windows, right? I'm sure I can find a different option that's not that. But when I'm going through my own life, I'm not tip and tricks. I'm not tip and tricksing you, meaning I'm not like Sometimes I do, because, but I'm going to think, what does a homeowner actually need to know and hear? And if I'm talking to first-time home buyers, but I want luxury listings, that ain't going to work either. So I'm curious what you want, and are you speaking to those people? I threw a lot at you in those 20 minutes, like a wild animal, because that's who I am in this world. You're welcome. Does anyone have any questions about the things I just talked about? And if you haven't followed me, follow me, because I do video challenges. Some of them are free, some of them are paid. The last one was a free one. We did a 5-day video challenge where you join me live on Zoom just like this, and we make videos together. The next one that I'm doing in October is going to be, what videos do you need to have in your portfolio to attract buyers, sellers, local content, and in an introduction video. I'm going to give you templates. I'm going to give you scripts. I'm going to give you examples of exactly what to do, because I know most people are not me. Most people are not Ashton. Most people are not Brandy. Most people are like, know what to say, and then they get nervous and then they don't make the video. But if I gave you the exact blueprint, you might be able to do it. And here's the best part. It doesn't have to have your face in it. Oh, I know. Wouldn't that be nice to not always have to put your face in a video? The world loves your face, but they don't love it until they know your face. So it's okay not to have your face in videos. It's okay. You don't have to be me in this world. Anybody have questions?
I have a quick question. Thank you very much. It's Ryan Mohan from Remax in Toronto. I notice you've got a lot of, like, I'm just on your Instagram now, like you've got your link tree there, which I'm just getting set up right now. That's great. And then on all your stuff, is everything, do you have to type out all the same contact information, like on your social media and everything, like on your, I just kind of, I like to see everything seems to be very uniform on your social media platforms. So
Yeah,
how do you set that up? Is that just a one-time thing, or is that?
Yeah. It's a one-time thing when you're setting up your account new, or when you're adjusting your account. So say you have an Instagram account and you want it to look exactly like your TikTok and your Pinterest and your YouTube account.
Right.
You just copy and paste the bio. It's in your settings section, and you're going to just copy and paste what's already good and move it around. And sometimes it needs an update, because sometimes you as a human being changes, or maybe your focus changes. So yeah, you can change it whenever you want.
Okay, thank you.
That link tree is really important. It's not the only option. You could Google link tree options. If you're going to start to sell things on the internet, like digital products, coaching, anything like that, you might want to look at the Stan store instead. That's where I'm going next.
Okay.
But that's like, if you just have a website and want to link it, do it through a link tree.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Anybody else have a question? Reach out to me on Instagram or TikTok. Instagram's easier to talk back and forth because the DMs, or even Facebook Messenger. It's easy to talk there. I'm happy to help you. Like, this is what I love in this world, is helping other agents be great on video and be good on social media and sell more houses using it. Even me, I've done this, 5 years on Instagram, maybe even 6. It feels like it took a long time for it to work, but now that I know what works, I can condense time for you. You don't need to wait 6 years and figure it out. Like, I can say, do this, do that, do this, and I can close the gap for you. And just come to my free stuff. If you don't have, if you're not selling very many houses right now, like I talk to so many agents who are hurting right now, meaning they're not selling the houses that they're used to selling because the market is different. Even me, right? Like, it used to just be like, this is easy, selling real estate's great. It's not that way currently, right? Will it go back to that? I really hope so. And maybe it is still great for you. Maybe you're at the place where, like, I have too much to do. Who do I hire to help me do this, right? I can also help you on that, because sometimes you have more time than money, or more money than time. So whichever it is, there's tools and tips and tricks. You just need to know which ones they are.
That's very helpful. That's very helpful. Thank you.
Liz, I have a question. In terms of spending your day scheduling for all this posting, do you follow any routine on a daily basis?
So my routine for video is, I have a daily accountability call at 8:45 where I talk to a bunch of agents about what they're going to do today. Okay, so I coach that call. And then right after that call, between 9 and 9:15, if I get an idea, I will make a video right then. It's usually in my car. It's usually me walking into the office, whatever. 9 to 9:15, I'm creating a video to post before I go live. Then I go live in my car, putting my face on live on Instagram and TikTok, because I also know that I get leads that way going live. So, and the algorithm really likes it. So I go live until about 9:45 or 10. Then 10, I come into the office, face is on. I'm ready to be a human being today. And if I have ideas, I'm making the videos right then at 10 o'clock, right then. And if I have time, like I don't have other appointments, I'm going to edit them fully right then, or I'm going to send them to an editor. One of the two, because what happens is you start to make videos and they get stuck in your drafts, and that's no good either. So that's that. And I post 3 to 4 times a day. And on TikTok, I post them myself, but then I have a VA that moves them around the world. I don't do the repurposing, someone else does.
Great. Do you do any other form of prospecting?
Not really.
Right.
I mean, if I was going to do another form of prospecting, it would be calling my sphere, calling my past clients. Like I have a whole CRM. Like, yes, making phone calls is the other thing I like to do in this world. But I've gotten to the place where I've done the cold calling, I've done the open houses, I've done all that. I don't like it. So I do the thing that makes me money and that I like.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Liz, for coming. Listen, guys, you have access to me. You can always give me a call. Same thing for Liz. If there is anything we can help you, we will do that. If you need any resources, we can provide you with those resources. The only thing you need for yourself is your commitment to your success. That I cannot do it for you. That Liz cannot do it for you. So that's why we need you there. A copy of this is going to be on my YouTube. And if you want, I can email that to you. Reach out to me. You'll have my number, 647-407-4049. And see you on Monday or next Thursday. Thank you very much for this, for coming.
You're welcome. I'm happy to do it.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.